So, what was the client's need when they contacted BrainHub?
The client was a UK-based car leasing company, and they contacted BrainHub as part of their search throughout several agencies, helped them with a software system they had. It was custom-made and built internally. And over the years, they started having issues with the system's reliability, not only in terms of development support, but they also had problems with having maintenance staff, as they had a lot of rotation in the IT department. So I think BrainHub stood out of the of all the agencies as we reacted quickly. We organized a trip to the customer site over 2 days. We were able to listen, ask questions. I think most importantly, observe how the company functioned. That gave us a good idea of what we want to do next.
Okay, so why did you start with workshops?
That's a very easy question. Actually, every software project should start with discovery. It is very important to make sure that a company, when they want to build a product, especially a software product, you start with good research. Because a lot of times people start with the focus on a solution. So we talk about features, but we don't really validate what software should be doing and what the users or customers need. So in this case, we proposed that we do a workshop for our customer, and they were very happy with the approach. I believe that we soon turned out to be great partners, and we were able to convince them, not only providing a proof in terms of like quotes from my favorite product guru, Marty Kagan, who talks about 70 to 80% of features in software products being very rarely used. And that comes from a 30-year experience and being a very acknowledged expert. So if you think about spending $1 million on software, and then you see that $700,000, $800,000 are really waste, then you should really invest in not only initial discovery, but also continuous discovery. And after what we saw and what we discussed with the customer, it became obvious that we want to start off with a discovery workshop to make sure that we deliver not only what they want, but what they actually need. And we were not sure of what that is at the time.
Okay, so what was the biggest challenge for the client during the workshops?
I think there were a few. To start off, they didn't know any of the methods that we were going to use, which was surprising. But in the end, they were very happy that we challenged them a lot. For sure, we had to adjust their mindset. They were very narrowly focused on what they do as a business, and they had no expertise in building products. And I think one of the most unexpected outcomes and challenges was that among the people, it turned out that there was a lot of tribal knowledge when we asked about their workflows and how they operate. So they had the opportunity to level set their knowledge, and we actually wrote down some of their processes in a formal way for the first time. But in the end, the feedback was very positive. They told us that they did not expect to be so exhausted to give away so much knowledge, but also to have a good level of fulfillment around what we are able to explore and the amount of material that would be then used for analysis.
So how did you plan the next steps after the workshop?
I think the story starts still during the workshop, during the conclusion. We were able to form a vision of what we would like to build, and that was a modification of what they initially wanted. So we started talking of functionality beyond building a system, but we started talking about building software that would support the workflows and directly impact the efficiency of the workers. After we came back, we made sure that we produce enough technical documentation, but also outline our business approach and product approach to the whole project that we wanted to propose. We focused heavily on distinguishing output, which is the software that we produce, to outcomes, which are the behaviors that we want to drive in the users, as well as impact on the business. Okay.